I'm Whitney.
And I'm Brian. And this is the Whitney and Brian Show. Today, guys, it's an A Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Whitney. How's your morning going off so far?
So far, so good, Brian. And how about you?
Everything's going smoothly. And now tell me, Whitney, what is today?
Today is April the 27th. And Brian, why don't you go ahead, tell us our riddle for today.
Well, it's rather basic, but which tons is heavier? Tons of brick or tons of feather?
This one's real easy for this dozen times. It's a ton of feathers.
It's wrong. They actually both weigh a ton, so it's the same.
Oh my gosh. Now you guys will know for next time someone asks you this question. Let's move on to our monthly pillar. This month's monthly pillar is all about tolerance, and the quote we have for you today: freedom rings where opinions clash. What is that by, Brian? Who is that by?
Adlai E. Stevenson.
Wow.
I.
Let's move on to our weather.
So, Whitney, what's the weather like today?
Today's weather is going to be showers, and later in the day, high of 84, a low of 74.
Nice. Now we can move on to our lunch.
Brian, go ahead and tell us what's today's lunch.
Well, guys, for today's great lunch, we are going to have arroz con pollo casserole, green beans, chickpea salad, and mandarin oranges.
Sounds delicious, and now let's move on to our student news.
Tomorrow's the last day for the HMH diagnostic. Make sure if you haven't completed this exam to do so.
Now, tutoring for this week is going to be 9th and 10th grade English with Miss Irizarry in room 225 from 2:30 to 3:30.
Also today, there's going to be 7th grade math with Mr. Fier in room 123 from 250 to 350.
There's also 8th grade science with Miss Troge in room 219 from 250 to 350.
Also, we can't forget about the algebra with Miss St. Louis in room 223 from 2:30 to 3:30.
And lastly, we have 7th grade ELA with Mr. Berlinski in room 224 from 250 to 350.
Also, this upcoming week is the start of AP exams. Wednesday, there are no AP exams, while on Thursday, there's going to be the AP exam for the human geography, macroeconomics, and also the math fast testing for the 6th through 8th grade.
And Friday, there's no AP exams, and I hope everyone who has their exams will pass.
Now, with all that out of the way, we can move on to our club news. Today's clubs are only SECME, and now we can move on to our special segment.
Bring your daughter's son to work day. Bring a Kid to Work Day is an annual event held on the 4th Thursday of April. This year, it's on April 27th, which is today. It is a national day in the United States that gives children a glimpse of the working world. It was developed by Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Foundation, which is a non-profit educational organization. The day revolves around parents taking their children to work to expose students to future job possibilities and the value of education. Take Our Daughters to Work Day was created in New York City in the summer of 1992 by the Miss Foundation for Women and its president Marie C. Wilson, the Women's Foundation treasurer Darren Ball, and with support from foundation founder Gloria Steinem. The first celebration took place on April 22nd in 1993 and has since been celebrated usually on the 4th Thursday of April in order for the 37 million children here in school in over 3.5 million workplaces across the country, in addition to participants in over 200 countries across the world to plan ahead for the annual event. Employees across the United States and across the world typically invite their own children or relatives to join them at work. But the program particularly encourages employees to invite children from residential programs or shelters who may not have been exposed to many adults in skilled professions today. Happy Take Your Daughters and Sons to Work Day! I hope you're having a great day with your families.
That's all for today's news, Eagles.
Thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow to see what happens next.
And as always,
Soar Eagles!
Bye.
You can't catch me posted up with the gang.